only threats Trump has is assassination, illness, or the Republican Party sabotaging him from within. He's the commander-in-chief. He's in charge. The military, the police, the American people are behind him. And Priebus cannot help it. He is a sycophant. He is a little gremlin that sits there and grovels to powerful people. And he cannot help but serve Paul Ryan and others that are openly at war with Trump. And they're lying to the president when they say they're going to work with him. Everything they do is to sabotage the president. When I look at what's going on, and I see that he is connected to Paul Ryan, and the Republicans are still pushing this Russia narrative, I know internally they're trying to use that as an internal coup to kick out all the people they don't like, and endangering the president in the process. There are no Russian connections, but if General Flynn is on the phone, setting up a phone call the next day for the president with the Russian president, he's on the phone with the ambassador, and they say, well, we want to talk about sanctions. He goes, well, sure, you can talk about sanctions. So technically, they didn't talk about sanctions. They just mentioned they wanted to talk about sanctions with the president-elect, which is totally normal.
The media is like in war with the president. I was on CNN yesterday, and they spent a half hour before I went on saying the guy's a pathological liar and that he's mentally ill.
Listen, you've already gotten your ass whooped up and down the street in the primaries, the election, everywhere else. We just stomped Hillary and Soros into a pile of garbage. You better get out of the way. Do you understand? And make no mistake, they tried to steal that election, but you overpowered them. So you look in the mirror and you realize you are the resistance. It isn't about patting ourselves on the back. It's about understanding that these enemies aren't going to stop until they've defeated us. And they say we're all Russian agents because we don't want to have war with Russia for no reason. And there's a new realignment globally that makes sense happening that the military's advised to Trump. And so they want to get rid of Flynn and others because they are geopolitically aware and know who the real threats are. Russia's not a threat. You leave them alone in their sphere, they got their own problems, and the United States can move in there strategically with all the resources Russia has, and the Russians can make money, and we can make money, and we can build a new civilization out of it. Russia probably has more resources than Africa, folks, the continent of Africa. Okay, we want in there. We want those resources, and we can dominate the globe with Russia. The United States and Russia team up, it's over. That's why the globalists for 100 years have been trying to have us at war with Russia. That's why the globalists went and put the dirty commies in there. New York City and London, brokerage houses, Goldman Sachs was involved funding 100,000 Russian immigrants to be sent back. This is history for the Bolshevik Revolution. We did that to them. And of course, they got double-crossed by Stalin. That's why the Russians loved Stalin. He was a horrible tyrant, but he actually kicked out the people that had taken over Russia from 1917 up until before World War II, when Lenin died of poisoning. Oh, he died of natural causes, yeah, and so did the Easter Bunny. So did JFK. But this is the real history. And see, people don't even know this. Trump is now getting Goldman Sachs to do what he wants. It's incredible. But people that sit there as pseudo-intellectuals, they don't really want to save the country. They want to just say they're better than everybody and be lazy loser failures. And so they don't want to actually save the country. They don't actually, want to stop war. They just want to shoot their mouths off and say, oh, we're Goldman Sachs, or oh, we're Israel. It's ridiculous. As if Goldman Sachs is just one thing or Israel's just one thing. Like set pieces in a Monopoly game. It's 1,000 times more sophisticated than that. Why would the Israel lobby, the liberal Israel lobby, be after Alex Jones and the Southern Poverty Law Center and the ADL constantly when I'm not anti-Semitic and never did that? Because they know I'm good. They know, they're just like any political group, complex group. They want power over America. They want the levers of control, just like any other special interest. And I'm trying to get the levers back to the people. I want Americana. I want lower taxes. I want to devolve power from D.C. to the people. So every major lobby hates Alex Jones, from the big banks to the big healthcare groups to the MSM to the liberal Israel lobby, not because any of them are even particularly evil incarnate. There's evil people involved, but because they want to run the show. They don't want to go build something themselves. They want to get control of the most powerful country in the world and parlay its influence into their dominance.
In case you haven't heard, InfoWars has become the most influential media outlet in America. We're making freedom go viral. And now we are proud to announce a new weapon in the epic battle against the globalists. InfoWars Prime, where you can watch live high-definition feeds of The Alex Jones Show, plus exclusive insider videos from the InfoWars crew and behind-the-scenes action. Go to Infowars.com/app and download today. InfoWars Prime is available right now for your iPhone or Android. You will have access to exclusive videos that you can't see anywhere else. And that means live coverage of events and breaking news on location as it happens. You can also take advantage of amazing deals from the InfoWars store that are only available for InfoWars Prime subscribers. That's InfoWars Prime at Infowars.com/app. And if you can hear my voice, you are the resistance.